Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory and honor as due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. It says, various residents of Spain and Portugal blame net zero agenda for chaotic, widespread blackouts. I know several brothers have reported on this incident with blackouts hitting Portugal and Spain and different parts of Europe, leaving roughly 60-something million customers without power, without cell phones, stuck in the elevators, and disruptions to communication systems, which they were blaming it on some type of atmospheric effect, which they already debunked that and said that wasn't the case. All right, see, this is Esau Edom way of gradually getting you people to submit to his plan, man. All right, because you got to understand, I believe from April the 19th all the way to May the 1st, I believe it's something which is called the Feast of the Beast, which I believe is roughly 12 to 13 days of Esau sacrificing and, his witchcraft and, his devilish deeds, to say the least, are enacted. We know that these elites, they deal with left-hand rituals, man. All right, and this is what this is. But nonetheless, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, this is just a prelude to bigger things to come, because not only in Portugal and Spain and parts of Europe, soon to be Babylon, okay, because they had blackouts that hit parts of Venezuela, parts of Cuba, and those other residing nations that reside over here in the West, periodically, man. So this look like this could be a worldwide phenomenon. And me personally, I believe that when Esau finally shuts down the grid, I believe he's going to do it across the entire globe, because when it comes to Great Reset and the banks go off and the digital systems switch on to the digital infrastructure, basically they're going to have to throw everything offline and let people take it from there, man. All right. And this is going to be a worldwide phenomenon, because I remember a couple of years ago they was talking about expect rolling blackouts, like in certain countries, rolling blackouts. Even here in the States, you have like rolling blackouts in different states and different cities, a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there, man. So yes, it's getting ready shit's getting ready to turn up, man. So anyway, this is a 5-minute video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'm gonna interject from here to here, and we're gonna get a couple of precepts to back up what we're saying. But I mean, it's straightforward at this point. This is all to bring in an MOTB and to bringing about a digital system, and that's what it's all about. All right, so expect chaos to follow. So here we go.
Peak hour was particularly chaotic, with traffic jams making the commute home a nightmare for workers. And when the power was finally switched back on after hours in Lisbon, Portugal, the people rejoiced.
And that shows you right there that he got the people by the balls, because these people, they can't survive without power, man. And what Esau did, he's gotten people so dependent on his grid to the point that when power goes out for 2 days, let's say a week or so, in a hot inclement weather, and we have fucking high temperatures, 115 degrees, 120 degrees. Just imagine when that happens, right? Just imagine the mindset of the people, what they're gonna do. Because they've been bred to be totally dependent on this society. Like the average Jake can't enter an apartment building and walk up the stairs. He'll go up the escalator, or he'll go up the fucking elevator, man. Usually me, if it's a building and it has like stairs, like a mall or something like that, usually they have the stairs and then they got the escalators. I'll take the stairs, man. For one thing, because it's good exercise and it's to get you in a mindset of not being so complacent. I always rather take the stairs any damn way, because elevators get stuck, and then let's just say the building catches on fire. You're totally trapped, man. So I prefer to take the stairs anyway. I don't care if it's 20 stories. I'll take the stairs, man. But the average person, they don't have that mindset, because they're too convenient. They're too comfortable. And when he takes away the comforts of the society, you're going to see you're going to see the minds of these people. They're going to literally flip out, man, because they can't microwave fucking coffee, or they can't microwave popcorn, or they can't turn on an air fryer and warm up their chicken for the night before. These people gonna go batshit crazy, man. You know, they don't want to live with the fact of eating cold food or eating cold pizza, which honestly speaking, cold pizza is the best shit in the world. I'd rather eat cold pizza than hot. When it's a day old, that's just me though. But nonetheless, these people, they don't know what the fuck to do, man, because they're too comfortable. You see. So let's go to the book of Isaiah 60, and I'm gonna start at verses 1. It says, "Arise and shine, for thy light is come upon you." It says, "Arise and shine, for thy light is coming." What's the light? The truth, man. All right. That says, "And the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee." This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is why we have a different perception outside of the people of this wicked world, because the people of this world, they want this fucking place to continue, man. But we know that we have no continuing city here. You know, we're just riding this shit until the wheels fall off because we have to operate among these normal people. But overall, man, I can't wait for this shit to fall, man, because you know what? We really able to be who the hell we really designed to be, man. And don't get too complacent being around these people, because, hey, these people put your ass in a spiritual gulag out here, man. And before you know it, you won't be able to disseminate between the brothers and your fucking cousin, man. When your cousin is a straight demon. All right, when all hell break loose, fuck that nigga, man. All right, fuck him. Fuck these women. Fuck all these niggas, man. All these Edomites. Fuck them all. Let their ass fucking burn, man. This is their world. Let them just be destroyed with it. And it says here, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth." And that's really talking about when Yahweh Shai returns with that chariot, man. But even before then, you're going to have mass blackouts. You know, shit may go on for 2 days, then cut the power back on, and then it may go off for another 4 days, cut the power back on, and then it may go off for a fucking week. And that's when you people going to flip out. Because the grocery stores, even though they have generators, they're going to loot the grocery stores. So you're not going to have food in your grocery stores like that, man. Okay, you're not going to have food in the grocery stores because people are going to loot them shits. At the first time a sign of shit going bad, that's when people run. First place they run to is the grocery store, man. You know, so expect that. So stay the hell away from them retail stores, man. You know, probably be wise for brothers to stock up on some things, rice, beans, canned goods. You know, get you some canned vegetables. You know, even though I don't really care for canned goods, but you know, it's good to have them because it will be a source of food in that day. And the scriptures even tells us that we should eat poison and live. So I mean, we're gonna have to do what the hell we gotta do. We're gonna have to thug this shit out until Yahweh Shai come, man. But the average person, they're not thinking like that, you know. But it says here, "For gross darkness the people," and that's the mindset. The people are in an inoperable mindset. They don't get it. Okay, they're too stuck on convenience in their fucking jobs if they're gonna have a job next week. Like me personally, I don't give a shit whether, you know, this bitch, hey, my whole fucking job could go on the next week. You know, it's the big bill. I really wouldn't give a fuck, you know, even though, you know, we do need the money, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. And it reads, it says, "Gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." So when we enter this new phase of glory, hey, expect the Lord to be dealing with brothers, man. Okay, expect to see a different mindset in brothers. You know, expect to see, you know, a difference of fucking, hold on, give me 1 second. Expect to see a different mindset of how people are gonna operate. You know. So anyway, go back to this video. Give me a second.
Commentators are saying this wasn't just a chance blackout. While some are saying it could have been caused by a cyber attack, and Portugal's grid operator is saying it was due to a rare atmospheric phenomenon, others are saying that...
Which that's a damn lie. They already debunked that. I read an article and they said they ruled that out. That was not the case. Alright, because if that was the case, it would have hit all of Europe and it didn't.
Timing of the blackout just doesn't add up. This commentator said, Spain launched an experiment on April 16th to generate all power for the entire Iberian Peninsula only through renewable energy sources such as wind, solar and hydro. Today, their power grid collapsed, leaving Spain, Portugal and France with the largest blackout ever. This commentator agreed, saying, "The entire nation of Spain and the entire nation of Portugal are without electricity right now. completely unprecedented. Spain wants to keep shutting down their coal-powered energy plants so they can please Greta Thunberg. And now...
Yeah, the coal plants, the manufactured energy, all this conserving energy and going green bullshit. It's all fucking cap, man. They already knew what they was designing. They was taking away resources from you people so they could put you in this pot here and let you boil to death. But you people are too stupid to realize that, you know. Anyway, 2 Esdras 9:1, it says, and he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I've told thee before. Right, and this is how we're measuring the times, by these prophecies, man. Going into the scriptures, you know, going into history, you know. And we're referring and we're relating these things to the scriptures because the scriptures speak on these type of ordeals. And it says, and tell them, and then thou shalt understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit a world which he made, and this is what we're seeing. Okay, through the left hand means Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is using the elites to fulfill prophecy. But don't get it twisted. The Lord is going to do miraculous interventions, and things are going to amp up on a supernatural tip too. Okay, it ain't going to just all be weather manipulation or weather control. There's going to be all supernatural shit too. Things that have no explanation from it. You know, when you can't tell a certain aspect from that aspect, you know. You had enough sleep? Right.
They've effed around and found out. And author and journalist Michael Schellenberger agrees, saying renewables don't risk blackouts, said the media. But they did, and they do. The physics are simple. And now, as blackouts in Spain strand people in elevators, jam traffic and ground flights, it's clear that too little inertia due to excess solar resulted in system collapse. This Spanish commentator slammed her Prime Minister after 8 hours without electricity.
I've been alive for 25 years and we never had a complete blackout, not for 1 minute. And now this is happening when the Prime Minister of Spain is an openly fan and puppet of George Soros and a fellow follower of the Agenda 2030. Smells fishy to me, don't you think? I'm very afraid this is the beginning of something much bigger and worse. So, pray for us.
Yeah, and these people ain't ready, man. Especially these stupid ass with these women. These women, they're through. They don't know what the hell to do. Anyway, it says here, therefore, when thou shalt be seeing earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then thou shalt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So the prophets have always spoken doom and gloom to this place. That's why Trump called us the prophets of doom, because we speak doom and gloom. But, you know, it's needed because, hey, the scriptures say the world today is created for many and the world to come for very few. And we need rest, man. We need out of this shit. You know, you got a bunch of cops walking around here with their fucking guns. I'm like, I'm in a workshop class now, and you got like cops and just different people in here. And it's just like, you know, it's just like, what the fuck, man? You know, they walk around, and they hate us. You know, they hate Jake, so. But anyway, last precept, it says, for all that is made in the world that have a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works ending in effects and signs. And it says here, and everyone that should be escaped should be saved and be able to be escaped by his works and by his faith whereby ye believe, and should be saved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders. So with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you were edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.